Wastelands have been exchanged.
Classic.
Surprise, surprise. Classic wastelanding.
You're talking to us, not them. Yeah, go ahead. You're talking to us, not them.
Here is Wasteland. Just in time. Isn't that nice? To Zan, we're going to go. Ah, Zan's at 3. That's not a lot.
No.
Here's a brainstorm. 1, 2, 3 cards coming. 2 will go back. Big update on our Legacy Classic, by the way, Patrick. Over 200 players in there. Guess what deck is 5-0?
Is it Grixis?
It is Belcher.
Oh!
Let's go. Let's go.
There's nothing that gets the room rumble in the same way as when it's like Belchers.
Let's go. Marsh Casualties. Beatdowns. Is it good? Block there. Put you at 1.
Yep, this allows Tomajko to win next turn even through a removal spell.
And Zan will draw. Your deck have Force Will and Daze in it? Who cares? Kaboom! That's my kind of deck.
Now Syed's in the spot where he's got to figure out if there's even a mistake to be made.
There's not. There's not. We're getting ready for G3. Oliver Tomajko's and Syed. Not a lot of time left for G3 here in the Grixis Vermeer. Both these players 10 and 3. Draw's no good. So we're going to have to finish this one up and pretty quickly as well as they both scoop up their permanents. Go back to the sideboard here pretty quickly. We'll make sure the time is right and everything else here in just a moment before we watch that third game. But first, a few messages from our sponsors. We are back and ready here for game 3 between Oliver Tomajko and Zan Syed. It's Grixis Vermeer. Pretty close to a mirror. Zan Syed's got a little bit of innovation in his deck with Bomat Courier ×4, where our other players do not have that. So, we're going to watch G3 with about 8.5 minutes. They're going to play a little bit of turbo magic here, especially if they want to keep their top 8 dream alive, because a draw for these players, no bueno.
What are your thoughts on Brainstorm Bomat Courier? You put it back.
No,
you put back the expensive card.
I think I got it.
So you put back the expensive card.
Yep.
Instead of shuffling it away, it's there for a rainy day. Rainy day fund.
Yeah, I think I got it. It's. I give it.
You seemed hesitant. I assumed you didn't know.
I give it a C-. That's what I give it. Here's Deathrite. Here's Deathrite Shaman.
Blocks Bomat Courier among other 1-drops.
Yeah. Gataxian Probe. See a hand here of Wasteland. Wasteland, Volcanic Island, Delver Secret Stays, Ponder. Good hand.
This is about as good as you can get on the play in the mirror. Wasteland plus days to muck up Tomajko's early interaction, a second threat card, and a cantrip to keep it running.
There's Volcanic for Oliver. He knows what he's working against now. Fork Bolt's going to try to kill that.
And remember that Tomajko here led with Gitaxian Probe, so Syed knows that Tomajko knows that there is a daze.
You want to daze that or what?
Well, alternatively, if you think, well, Tomajko has to have a daze of his own, that's the only way this play makes any sense. You let this go, and next turn you get to Delver Wasteland him, and still have your daze left over.
It's true.
And I think Syed draws the same conclusion.
Man, let me get that Delver Wasteland on.
Yeah. Well, so Syed has drawn Young Pyromancer, which complicates things. Now, you can play Young Pyromancer and daze back. The issue there, I think, is that if Tomajko goes land, bolt your Young Pyromancer, you don't get a whole lot out of it.
There's Young Pyromancer. There's daze.
You have to imagine Syed's planning on dazing back.
Yeah, I would daze back for show.
Yeah.
All right, looks like the Young Pyromancer is in. Flooded Strand the draws is a bolt. Bzz. All right, so we're kind of back to square one. Except for now, Zan should pretty easily be able to go Delver Wasteland.
Yeah, I mean, that was the other option last turn, and it's still good this turn.
Yep. All right, Tomajko drew a Brainstorm. Has a Flooded Strand. Also has a Pyroblast. He'll pass.
The concern here for Tomajko, it may seem obvious. Yeah, of course you just go ahead, get your Volcanic, and bolt or pyroblast the Insectile Apparition. I think he's still going to do it ultimately, but it's worth noting he's out of red mana if he gets hit with a Wasteland. There's only 2 Volcanic Islands in the deck.
Okay.
So it's not trivial just to go expose your red source right now.
Daze the draw.
I would imagine Syed here, I would be, if you know the mirror match, you know that these deck lists are all pretty much the same. 2 Volcanic Islands is the industry standard here. I am looking to snap them off right here.
Bro, you're always looking to snap someone off.
Let's see.
Okay?
Yeah,
shuffle up, I guess.
No, you draw the Bomat card, you got days. Whatever. And you start, and you also kind of get like a fake shuffle because your top card off the Bomat card. I'm not kidding.
No, I know
Top card off the Bomat card, that's just washed off.
Yep.
So you have 2, you get days and a Bomat Courier and a land. The land goes into the Bomat Courier for later.
Rainy day fund.
Yeah, rainy day fund.
In the meantime, Bobo's giving beats.
Right. What's not to like about this setup?
He's going to sack a fetch land, shuffle some of those cards away. Maybe Bobo can do a little bit better.
So I think he had a Volcanic there, and there might have been some issue with if he Bomats and puts a Volcanic on top, and then his other Volcanic gets wastelanded, he's out of red mana, and then can't even activate the Bomat Courier.
This would be awkward.
A lot of decisions in these matchups sort of hub around what happens if I lose access to all mana for the rest of the game, or just all of one color of mana for the rest of the game.
Bobo coming in, mystery card under there. Let's go back to Tomajko. He'll sacrifice the Misty Rainforest. Probably going to go grab himself an Underground Sea now. Well, actually has to, because doesn't have any more.
He has a Trop.
Oh, sure,
but yeah,
Doesn't have any more Volcanics, so. There's Underground Sea. Deathrite Shaman.
Yep.
Pass the turn back.
It's got the right stats among other characteristics.
Yeah. A lot of text there. Shutting down Bobo. A bunch of other stuff. Gitaxian Probe. Let's get a look. True Nemesis, at least 1 daze.
Daze Brainstorm.
Okay. Look at you. Good eyes there, buddy. I'm kind of impressed.
Is it because I'm so old?
I wasn't going to say it.
But it was like clearly suggested. So you brainstorm here. I'm gonna brainstorm, and then if you draw a bolt, And you get a fake shuffle with the Bomat Courier.
I already know what's going to happen, by the way. About 12 minutes from now, actually less than 12 minutes from now when this game is over. You already talked to me earlier this morning about wanting to play Seal Removal and Blue-Red Delver. You already talked to me about that. Bomat Courier in the deck now, too, and then you're going to ask me for a pen so you can get sketching this deck list.
Ooh.
I already know what's happening.
He's giving it a wash here. He's
Trigger.
upgrading. He's breaking open the rainy day fund.
I will block. I will block your Bomat Courier. This is a brainstorm.
So he's hunting for a bolt here.
Whoa.
Oh, he's in response.
Ho, daddy.
Oh my goodness,
Oh
great.
boy.
This is too much going on.
Bomat Courier is the best card I've ever seen.
I can't even call this action.
That is the best card I've ever seen.
There's just, did you see that?
I did. Now you can actually, if the rainy day fund stinks, you can shuffle it away.
Right, and you respond to your own cantrip by sacking it.
Yeah. That might be the best card I've ever seen.
It's too late in the day. I can't cover this.
We just bought all the Bomat Couriers.
Right.
They all belong to us now.
Yeah. Over. Starts to
No, there are none there. There are none there anymore. I bought them all. .com.
.com.
2 cards going back. Greg Hatch is somewhere just getting to work.
Yeah.
Just getting to work right now.
He's watching all of these complicated and not powerful interactions, and it's like, what's the next level of this? Is there something, you got to figure out something to do with the processing stuff, like something that cares about cards in exile?
Mm-hmm.
That's the next level of this.
He knows. Our table spotter, Elliot Raft, does not look amused by Bomat Courier. Looks generally disappointed by the work that Bomat Courier has done. Here's Deathrite Shaman, pass the turn back.
Well, he knows that Daze is a card in Tomajko's hand, so it's not as simple as just slamming down the Delver of Secrets.
Well, some days
Or,
that.
excuse me, the Deathrite Shaman, rather.
All right, back to Oliver. I think you drew a Flusterstorm. Probably wants to go for True Name Nemesis.
The problem is, I know you're worried about Daze, but you also have to be worried about your mana getting blown up. So you kind of have to just do it when you can do it. Unless it's trivial for you to play around it, but it's not in Tomajko's case.
Well, Daze will take care of the True Name Nemesis. So we're going to head back over to Zan Syed now. These have been some of the best Dazes I've ever seen. I think they've countered every spell that they've attempted to counter. Ponder.
That's a really good mid of cards right there.
Yeah, Liliana, Last Hope, Gurmag Angler.
Does this result in Syed being able to win in turns? Almost certainly not, but his position from my vantage point here looks commanding. Wants to take the Angler first. It looks like he's leaving a Braid as the second card, and then Planeswalker last.
Big Fish. This is turn 1 of extra turns here. Make sure he exiles enough cards here.
Players of the 12 p.m. Modern Challenge. Your pairings for your 4th and final round are going up.
Yeah, he doesn't want to exile the creatures in theory because he has Liliana Last Hope.
Yep.
So the spells are the ones that are going to go.
Now there's Delver. Top card's a Braid to transform Delver. Okay.
Well, actually,
Turn 2.
He hits for 8 and 16, right? In theory?
In theory.
He can actually get it done in turns.
Bolt, Misty. Not great cards here for Oliver.
Well, the Bolt's good in terms of squeezing out a draw.
Yeah.
If you kill the Delver of Secrets, then I don't think Syed can come across for 15 points in 2 turns.
Syed is just already transforming it. Just there we go. I'm gonna braid your Deathrite Shaman, most likely. No braid. I'm definitely not going to be able to win in turns now.
Yeah, well, I mean, letting Syed, even if you let Tomajko just chump block here, you're off of lethal in time.
Correct. If you're solely just trying to win the match, you've got to abrade this B4 blocks. You have to. So double bolt the Angler. Okay.
Yeah.
And then 3 damage comes across, puts you to 12. Tomajko will sacrifice, go down to 11. He's going to go take the 4th turn here in just a moment. He did one heck of a draw step here to be able to get back into this thing.
Because of Liliana Lasso. I mean,
yeah, no, of course.
If he drew, I think if he drew Garmac Angler here, he's arguably even, I mean, maybe not ahead, but in very good spot.
I drew a Delver.
All right.
Actually, Liliana Lasso just got even more insane, too, because that comes down, that kills that. Attack for 3. And I think Tomajko's going to concede the game knowing that he is super far behind right now with Liliana showing up. So Zan Syed, I believe, is going to get the win here over Oliver Tomajko. Game does go to turns, but it looks like he's going to get the win as the Grixis Del Vermeer goes to the player with Bobo in their deck. Bomacker, you